Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Easton Cook and I talk about flight attendant stuff. Like, a lot. But sometimes I talk about other stuff I'm a little knowledgeable in, or at least interested in. That's why I have a podcast called Everything with Easton. I can't seem to narrow down my interests. But today on this video, I'm talking about flight attendant stuff. More specifically, what does a flight attendant do on their off days? And before I get started, let's talk about the hair journey for a second. If you've been following my channel, you know that I've been growing out my hair, and check this out. Bam, almost to a man bun. I'm so close. I cannot wait. Did it show? I can't really look and tell at the same time, but there it is. I got a little ponytail going on. Y'all, almost to a man bun, and I didn't mean to wear this shirt to look like a pirate, but I kind of do. Anywho, I had to call it out because I'm normally wearing hats in these videos, but today I had to let the hair just go. Now, in previous videos, I've talked about how flight attendants work roughly 15 to 20 days a month. We go by days instead of hours because, like most jobs, they do 9 to 5, right? So you work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and it's very easy to say, oh yeah, I work Monday, I get off at 5. Well, flight attendants are working random hours all over the world. So to simplify this chaotic work schedule, flight attendants simply say, hey, I've got a 1 day, I've got a 2 day, I've got a 3 day coming up. I'll be back Thursday. And we just talk about our work schedule by the days we work. Now, before we go on, hey, make sure and subscribe. Y'all give it an old thumbs up if you find it informative or helpful in some way, shape, or form. It helps and I appreciate it. Now, I cannot speak on what every individual flight attendant does on their day off. I don't know that. But what I can do is give you a personal experience on how you can use the benefits and the perks of the job on your day off. Now, understand when I tell you this story, this is not bragging. This is not some kind of hidden wealth. Far from it. Most people with a typical job have the weekend off, and when they have the weekend off, they ask their friends, hey, what's happening downtown? What movies are showing? What can we do this weekend? How should we spend our valuable time? And sometimes it's as simple as doing nothing. And let me tell you, the older I get, the more that sounds super attractive. But other times the options are like going to a bar and just seeing where the night takes you. Like I mentioned earlier, going to a movie. The possibilities are numerous, but 99% of the time they're confined to the city you're in. Well, a flight attendant doesn't really ask what's happening downtown this weekend because a flight attendant doesn't always have the weekends off. Instead, we could have Monday through Thursday off and then have to work Friday to Saturday, or Friday to Sunday, just random odd days. So a flight attendant will ask their friends, and their friends are typically within the airline industry in some way, shape, or form. They'll ask them what they want to do, and wherever or whatever the answer is a totally valid option. Someone could say, hey, let's go see a play on Broadway in New York. And that same someone could live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And that's still an option because no matter where you live, anywhere you want to go is just a flight away. So I'm going to give you a real example of how I spent some of my time off. A couple of weeks ago, it was a Saturday afternoon, my girlfriend Tori and I were being extremely lazy, doing absolutely nothing. We both had a few days off and we were discussing what we could do because we had absolutely nothing planned. It was around, 12:30 in the afternoon. And we were going through recommendations from friends that we've kind of compiled or accumulated throughout the year or so. You know, the things people recommend to do and you kind of take note of them, but then you never do it. Well, we were going through that list. Just totally random stuff. And one of our friends had mentioned how incredible the musical Moulin Rouge was. And we love musicals, so we looked it up. And there it was. It was playing that evening on that Saturday at like 7:30 p.m. on Broadway in New York. So we looked up flights to go to New York, and they looked pretty rough. Now, from a flight attendant's view, when a flight looks rough, it just means that most of the seats on the plane, if not all the seats on the plane, are bought up. So there's a very small chance that you and whoever you're traveling with will get a seat on the plane. Because remember, standby or free travel means that you only get a seat if there's one completely unsold and open. So New York was out of the picture. It looked like we were not going to get there. So we looked up where else the musical was playing, and then whoa, hey, it was playing in DC. So it's nearing 1 p.m. on that Saturday, and we look and we're like, oh, we're not really going to make that evening, so why not just go the next day on Sunday at like 1:30. So we flew into DC that Saturday evening, and we stayed the night there and got up, went to a coffee shop, went to brunch, went to a couple museums, saw the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, just made a day of it. Then we went to the musical at 1:30, and before I go on, let me just say, it was incredible. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was absolutely incredible. We want to, I don't care where it's playing, we want to go see it again. I just have to say, if you haven't seen it and you get the opportunity to go. Now, after the musical, we were going to take a flight back to Atlanta, but we thought we still have a day off or so why not go to Miami? So we went to the airport, saw, there was a Miami flight, and we got on the plane, and went to Miami. We thought we'd go to the beach and just kind of spend the next day there, and then we'll fly home in the morning the next day after that. And that's what we did. Now let me give you the prices of how much we spent, and then we'll talk about how much it would have cost if we had to buy plane tickets. And the prices I'm about to give you are total. So this is for 2 people, all right? And then I'll divide them out individually. So hotel prices is $144. Ticket prices to see Moulin Rouge, $333. A Rover for Macy, that's our dog, is $199. Food, I don't know, let's just say $100 total. So a total cost for our whole trip was about $776. And that means we each paid $388 individually. And that's us choosing to spontaneously go to DC on a Saturday and then spontaneously deciding to go to Miami the next day. Now let's factor in flight costs. All right, let's open up Kayak. That's the discount app I'm going to use for this example. This is going to be a multi-city destination. So Atlanta, DC, DC, Miami, and then Miami to Atlanta. The dates you're seeing are in the past because this was when it was recorded, was in the past. Let's let it search the cheapest option, and we're just going to go with whatever it pops up with the cheapest option no matter where, and it looks like $299. That's the price. Now factoring in the flight cost, that'd be roughly about $300 extra each, so $688 per person if we had to pay for our flights. And along with saving $300 per person because we didn't have to pay for the flights, we also got to pick the flight that worked best for us. Now it's of course not guaranteed that we're getting on the plane, so there's the give and take there. But you get more of a say in which flight you want to at least try for. Because when you go with the cheapest options on Kayak, Expedia, or other discount sites, you usually have to just kind of go with whatever the system gives you to get the cheapest option. So that's it. That's how we spent our weekend going into Tuesday. It was amazing. Like I said, the musical was incredible. Cannot wait to see it again. And we got to chill on the beach in Florida, get a little sun. Now this video is to give you an idea of how unique the flight attendant job is. And I don't mean the job specifically. What I mean is the benefits that the job provides. To a flight attendant, the world is your downtown. And that's pretty freaking sweet. Also, if you're interested in the flight attendant job, if you're like, oh man, this sounds kind of cool, then check out the site in the description below. It will tell you which airlines are currently hiring or which will be hiring soon. And I hope you enjoyed the video. This is for informational purposes only. Again, I'm not trying to brag. I'm not saying I'm wealthy because believe me, I'm not. I'm just showing you how the perks of the job really benefit vacation plans and how as a flight attendant, your weekend plans really are completely up to your imagination. And your finances, yes, I get it. But also fly to DC and the museums are free. Y'all make sure and subscribe. If you like the video, please give it an old thumbs up. I also have an Amazon storefront where I have a list of all my items here that I'm using to film and of course record the audio and all the stuff I use on my crash pad. It's in the link in the description below, and that is at Linktree link, so you can follow me on the socials as well through that link. And that's all for this video. Y'all comment below and let me know what video you'd like to see next, or tell me where you'd like to go if you could go anywhere in the world for free. I'll talk to y'all next time. God be with you.